the competition. Of course, my name is Chris Adams, and this is the follow-up show from Hell in a Cell's predictions video I made just last Friday. I know I'm not one to brag or boast or, pat myself on the back or anything here, but I did go 7-1. That's right. 7-1 of my predictions. The Dudleys let me down. What can I say? I was almost a perfect 100% 8-0, and I lost out on their match. But let's go over the ones real quickly here. This is not going to be a long video. It's just a quick recap on what happened and what I picked. My original one for the pre-pay-per-view match was the 6-man match with Ziggler, Cesaro, and Neville versus Rusev, Barrett, and Sheamus. And I did pick the team of Cesaro, Ziggler, and Neville, and yes, they did come out on top. Matter of fact, when Cesaro got in the ring, he went off on everybody and lived up to the name Swiss Superman, no doubt. We get the pin with Neville coming off the top with the red arrow. I believe it was on Barrett, if I'm not mistaken, to get the win. Secondly, the John Cena match. I said whoever fought him was going to beat him, and I'll have to admit that was based on some little information that pretty much everybody in the wrestling world knows, which is Cena is taking a break for a while, and there's no way they're going to leave that belt on him for the time he's gone. Supposedly 3 months, and he's out, coming back around Royal Rumble time. Speculation was who would it be he fought. I predicted Daniel Bryan for one. I thought it might be him. Some other people said that Cena was open to losing to someone whose name started with a D, teasing the name D, and we kept thinking Dean Ambrose, or like I said just a second ago. But as it turned out, it was Alberto Del Rio. Viva Del Rio has made his appearance back in the WWE again, although he swore up and down he would never ever come back to a racist company like the WWE. He is back because they said, hey, we'll give you the US title. He said, on my way. And he showed up and he got it. So, I called that one. John Cena loses. Mystery person gets the belt. As it is, Del Rio is your new champion. I don't remember the matches in order, so I'm going by the pictures I've got in front of me over here. The Divas match I called strictly out of just saying I was being a Charlotte fan. I wouldn't have cared who won it either way because I like Nikki Bella as a champion. As she plays a perfect heel for the Divas, I think, and you got to have that sometimes. They had it long enough, though. It's time for Charlotte to win for a while and carry that belt and see how that turns out. They'll turn Paige heel, have them fight for a little bit, and see how that goes as well. But I picked once again for Charlotte to win, and she did. Next on there, we've got Kevin Owens and Ryback, which I completely thought they forgot the match. It was nowhere to be found till almost the end of the pay-per-view. Who puts the Intercontinental title match after the World title match anyway? That didn't make any sense whatsoever to me. I mean, to me that shows no respect for your World Heavyweight Champion, or you don't think much of him, to put the Intercontinental title after his, saying it's more special. But that's how they did it, and I don't know if it was a blunder backstage. They forgot to put it out there. They had to rearrange on the fly. I don't know what happened with it. It's just very, very weird and very stupid. But I did call Kevin Owens to retain that belt, that Ryback would not get it back, and that's exactly what happened. I like Ryback a lot, but he's brutal on the mic. He just doesn't trash talk very well or something. I don't know what it is with him. Kevin Owens is going to hold that belt for a little while, I believe. Next we got Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt in the first Hell in a Cell match. That was pretty exciting. There was a lot of good spots in there that I did not expect from him. When Bray Wyatt took Roman Reigns and just, I don't know if it was a choke slam, it looked more like a rock bottom from the ring apron down to that table to the floor. I didn't think he was going to get back up. That broke me just watching it. But sure enough, he got back up, made it a match some more. They had a lot of good, once again, several notable high spots in there that were great. But as it turns out, Roman Reigns, as I called it, won the match, and that's the end of that. I don't think you'll see no more of them in the feud now. Seth Rollins versus Kane, the Demon Kane. Like I said, that should have been the main event, or the co-main event with the Brock Lesnar Undertaker Hell in a Cell match, but it didn't happen that way. The co-main event, I guess, was still the Intercontinental title match. But back to this one, I called Seth Rollins over Kane. If they're not going to put the belt on Sting, they're sure not going to put it on Kane. That's just not going to happen. So Seth Rollins did get the win with the pedigree over Kane. It's a clean victory. Maybe that's building him up that much more. I don't know. I thought he's already over. That's just me. The match that let me down, the Dudley Boyz 3D versus New Day. Oh, what happened, boys? I sure thought Dudley Boyz were going to pick it up for the win and get the belts in this one, but it just didn't happen. I'm at this point, I'm assuming they were brought in like Sting was, which is to help put the talent over, and that's not a bad thing entirely. It's not a bad thing. They're going to give the Dudley Boyz their spots on TV. They're going to look good on TV. I think for the most part, they're just there to help put people over. And for all I know, the Ascension may be next on the list that they help put over. I don't know. No need for primetime players. They already got it taken care of. And let's see here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last match to talk about. We've got the Hell in a Cell match, the main event of the night. Or as they said, co-main event. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. It was great. I don't know any other way to explain it but being great. Both of them got busted open sometime during that match. I'm sure Vince McMahon was having a fit in the back. Was probably fit to be tied. They said that he sent word up for the doctor, the medic, to get in there and check Brock Lesnar's cut to see if he was cut bad. They didn't know if he bladed or something happened, like he hit something. But with this certain era that we're in right now, they don't want bleeding done, not even on pay-per-views. McMahon does not like it. He frowns upon it, and he fines them for it too. So I'm interested in hearing here soon how much they got fined for what they did. A lot of the wrestlers will tell you that they just don't care because they made that main event. They made all that money off of it. What's a little fine from Vince, later on for something they did? And honestly, let's face it, you need to have a little bit of blood in that match. It's a Hell in a Cell cage match. It's brutal. There should be some blood to make it more believable. They did the right thing. Not what Vince wanted on that, but they did the right thing in cutting themselves if they did, or opening a capsule on themselves, whatever I don't know what they did. The Taker didn't bleed. He didn't bleed too much, but when it came to Lesnar, it was rolling down his face the whole time. Best part of the whole match, though. Best part of the whole match. And I was waiting to see if it would ever happen or not. I think the Undertaker's about to get the win. He don't. Lesnar goes to get up, gives him the swift uppercut to the nuts. He done took 2 kicks to the groin weeks before him. The one pay-per-view on television too, I believe it was. It's time the Undertaker got a little bit of, kick to the nuts and back to him. That's the nicest way I can put it. I'm trying to be cool about all this, but it was definitely the match of the night in my eyes. It was my favorite match of the night with the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, and I don't know if there'll be another Hell in a Cell anytime soon that will top this one right here we just seen with them two. Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns didn't top it, although they were good, but they couldn't top that match though. Now, normally this is where I would go ahead and start closing out and telling you that's it, but some key information here we want to get out there. Undertaker after the match was given his thanks to the crowd for chanting his name, and was about to strike that pose he does when he goes down to one knee, and Bray Wyatt's music hits and the lights go out, and the Wyatt family start making their way down to the ring. You got Luke Harper, you got Eric Rowan, you got Bray Wyatt, you got Strowman, whatever his name is, out there, and they circle the ring, and Undertaker's done fought this one big match. He can't stand up to hardly anything, and they beat him down and carry him out on their shoulders, and no one knows what they did with him at this point still. So that being known, that's going to be the next big thing for the Undertaker. It might happen at Survivor Series. They might build it up to go a little bit further down the line. I don't know, but it'd be kind of cool to see a Survivor Series match, an old school Survivor Series match, the Wyatt family versus like Undertaker and Kane, and bring Brock Lesnar back just out of mutual respect for they have one another, and team with them this time, and one more. I'm not sure who they could get, but that could be very interesting. Well, that's going to pretty much cut it out for what we got today. If you are currently not a subscriber to the YouTube channel, I encourage you. I ask you to subscribe. Hit the red button below down there for subscribe. Check out all the videos we have currently, and just patiently wait for more. We're having more come out every week, showing up in the page. So it's going to be a very good size area for entertainment there. We also have a blog that we write to at times, which is www.bodyslamthecompetition.com. Go there, follow that, subscribe to it, and check us out on Facebook. A like page, not a group, but if you'll search in there, Body Slam the Competition, you will see the like page come up. Join with us and follow us on there. Keep up with what goes on. It's a great place to be at. So, as I always say on the way out here, keep loving wrestling, guys, and I'll catch you next time.